Hi guys, this is Derek from Pacific Coast Auto here in Japan, and we're taking a look at a 1992 Nissan Skyline GTS-T Type M with the RB20 inline 6-cylinder turbocharged engine, 5-speed manual, and this one here, 85,069 kilometers, has had the engine swapped from a non-turbo to a turbo model, and has had transmission swapped from auto to 5-speed. And so people are doing these recently because the automatic transmission version of it is much cheaper. You can in fact buy an automatic transmission, do the swap and sell it and profit off of it. So there are some companies that are doing that right now. So because the engine has been swapped, we don't know the actual mileage of the engine. From what I can see here and the way that it performs when you rev it and how it idles and how it sounds, it doesn't sound like an engine that is tired. It doesn't have any bad troubles with smoke or anything else that would insinuate that there is some sort of a trouble. Now under the engine bay here, the coolant looks like it's very nice and new. The oil looks nice and new. We do have corrosion around the battery here. Take a look down in here. It doesn't look that bad, and it was mentioned on the auction sheet, and that's the only corrosion on the car completely. After 25 years and, you know, being a Nissan, corrosion is a thing for these, and so you got to watch out. This one seems to be in pretty good condition. No corrosion on the strut towers, none on the firewall, and none around the rear wheels or the sills. Typical places to find the rust. Gonna lower the hood here. Now typically you'll get, so this car was bought from auction, it's going to be exported to the USA. Typically you'll get a bit of a discount because it's an original automatic non-turbo that I'll sell for less than an original 5-speed. Okay, so let's go over the auction sheet, then we'll go around the body and the interior. So 1992 Skyline GTS-T Type M. Type M gives you the bigger brakes, pardon me. Not the same as the GTR brakes, but they are monoblock 4-pot calipers on the front. And then the backs, you get your 2 pots. Okay, it's an auction grade 4 with an interior grade C, and that seems reasonable to me. 5-speed manual, AC, power steering, power windows, original aero parts, 4 pieces, so that's front bumper, rear bumper, and side skirts is what they're talking about. Original aluminum wheels, RB20 turbo, and 5-speed swap. Blitz Intercooler Kit. This is pretty interesting. The car is really close to being stock, but it has a shiny and new intercooler on the front. Have a look there. And then this kit here is unique because notice the inlet and the outlet pipe both come in on the one side here. And the reason why this is good is because you can use the standard holes that are in the inner panel there in order to plumb this in without having to cut holes in the inner panel on the other side. So kind of cool. The original intercooler fits right back there, and so this one uses those same holes. In fact, it uses most of the same piping too until it comes down to the bottom. Now this bumper has been modified. There's usually another slot here, and so the bottom one is kind of like your brakes, cooling, and then the top one fits in with like a shroud into the intercooler. This one has been opened up. It does look better, but it is cut and modified. Okay, anyways, aftermarket steering wheel, lowered with a question mark. You take a look at this and you tell me if you think that's lowered, because I don't think that it is. It's double wishbone suspension, and so that gives you the smiles when you drive the car. And various aftermarket parts and modifications on the car. Exterior has had a full same color repaint. It's original black. The paint is good, but there are some kind of weird areas. Like, let me show you this. There's 2 areas here where it looks like dents have been repaired, but you can kind of see the repair circles. You see there? There it is. Yep. So you have to catch it at the right angle. You can't see it all the time, but it is there. Okay. So those were all the seller's notes, and here's what the inspector said. So aftermarket steering wheel wear large. It's actually not that worn, but it is worn. It's just not large in my opinion. AC vent is cracked. More than that, it's entirely missing. See? And so those AC vents crack like crazy on this car, and so it's pretty hard to find them. Like if you buy one, it's hard to find one without a cracked one. Dashboard comes up, famous thing on the R32, hence the reason why R32 dashboards are so expensive. interior wear, cigarette burn, rip, and liner comes up here. This is a Skyline thing too. I've seen it on quite a few. The liner in the back there comes peeling up. The sound of the engine sounds like it's going to run out of gas right now. It's right at the very end. Should just turn it off. No reason to have it on anymore. Engine off. I'll come back to the interior in a second. Okay. AC doesn't work, it's true. Front bumper modified, that's that cut piece I was talking about. Underneath the battery has surface rust and corrosion. Doesn't look that bad to me. Wheels and door mirrors scratched, underside surface rust, various scratches, dents, paint wave, unclear paint. Now looking at the car, I mean it's not super clean right now. It'll be cleaned before it gets exported, but the paint looks pretty good to me for a repaint, other than kind of that one area that I found and a couple other areas that are kind of like that. So Y1 is a crack on the front bumper. This side here is the left side. It has a series of dents, all of them small, except because there's so many, you do notice it. The other side looks really clean and really nice. So let's go around here. There's water in the front left headlight that I did get pictures of. Usually that's just a seal problem on the back. Sometimes when people replace the headlights, they don't fit the O-ring in properly, and then water can get in there. So stock suspension, stock wheels, of course stock iconic tail lights. I'm a huge fan of the GTS-T. The Skyline GTS-T and the Skyline GTR are two very different cars with very different prices, but this is a fantastic car all by itself. Oh, come on tree, get out of the way. And so if you like small, lightweight, fairly powerful rear-wheel drive cars, there aren't very many that are better than this. And so all those people who are like, it's not a GTR, it's not good, they just don't know, to be honest. GTRs are better, and they're better by far, but these are still really great. Okay, so I'll show you the dents in this side. The biggest one is right near the door mirror, and I did get an extra video of this. And so I'm not going to show you in so much detail, but let's go down here. Alright. The wheels look like GTR wheels, but they're actually, I think, like an inch narrower than the GTR ones, and a different offset. Okay, so there's a weather stripping here that cuts down the inside volume of wind noise, and that piece is missing from this. You've probably seen, if you've watched these videos before, there's several cracks in it, and then you can take it off, and I've mentioned this before. This is what it looks like when it's been taken off, and as you can see, it's not that bad. Okay, there's some there's several cracks in this, but it doesn't make much of a difference other than looks. And then these cars are pretty famous for this happening. You know what, I forgot to take a picture of this part. It's weird when you've seen so many of these cars, you know exactly what's wrong, or what's the popular wrong things with the car. I wonder how many. I should count it someday. And this side's the same side as the other one. Okay, open up the doors we go. This is a late model, so you have the different seats and door liners, and a dashboard piece. Power windows. Obligatory. It works. So here's the steering wheel. It's an aftermarket one. It's Momo Race with an F. And then here's the worn section here. On the other side, it's not as worn as it is on this side. It does feel like it when you drive it, but you could probably use a conditioner to soften that up, and it will feel better when you actually drive it. 85,071 kilometers right now. Okay. Dashboard bubble there, and the missing vent. And then the other bubble place right there. Okay. Really cool old style radio bits there, but unfortunately they don't work. And then the AC panel. I believe the reason why the AC doesn't work is because These buttons don't do anything. It's... Oh, weird! Oh, it started working! Okay, well, the AC is not going to work when the engine is off. I'll test that out after I'm done the video. Significant amount of wear on the shift knob there. Okay, it doesn't smell bad inside, and you have original seats here. It's getting to the point where original seats are getting harder to find. GTR seats are really expensive. These ones are still fairly cheap, but you have some pretty mad cigarette burns here. I just said mad. I'm becoming mighty car mods. We don't usually say that in Canada as far as I can remember. I don't know, it's been like 10 years since I've been there. Oh, here's something. This one goes down. It's not supposed to go down there. There's plastic underneath, and that plastic is cracked, so it doesn't look bad, but it sags there. Watch. Rear seats have some wrinkly bits there. Okay. And the trunk can't be opened with the trunk opener. Another Skyline thing. Should write a book on it. Okay, so not much else to go over. This is going to be the end of the video here. And so there we have it. If you have any questions, post them in the comments section or send us an email. If you want to check out our website, then do that too. There's a link to that in the video description. So thanks a lot for watching, everybody, and have a great day.